Hey guys, what's up? Forrest back, sorry, I was recording earlier and all my footage got corrupted, so this is actually take 2 on episode 8, I believe it is. During the original take, I made this. It's called a thermometric fabricator. I spent a good 10 minutes trying to figure out how to spell it. And you'll see if I get it. This is how you craft it. You know how to make the sturdy casing stuff. This is, you put sand or glass. I prefer sand because it's easier. And you add a recipe to create electron tubes, which I have now in the ones I made in here. I made some copper electron tubes because I need them to make a peat bog. But I also need a small circuit board, which to make I need some tin and that needs a carpenter. So there's a lot of stuff I have to get together before that works. So I'm actually going to move away from forestry. That's all forestry stuff. And then do more industrial craft stuff. Now, if I fixed the recipes a minute ago, I think I did. Yes. I need some coal dust, electronic circuits, generators, and glass. And to make the solar panels. Now, I like solar panels because they run... You don't need to add fuel. They're just zero maintenance for the most part. They do only run during the day, which is unfortunate, but hey, let's face it, that's how solar panels work, so yeah. Anyway, I'm just waiting for that. I need to get more of my charcoal, which I made last episode. I made a little bit of charcoal. Well, I didn't make it last episode. It was supposed to be. And I used all that, so I gotta get some more coal. I gotta get my iron to smelt. I've gotta get... Hang on. I have rubber probably in here. Yep. I need a lot of that. Probably go tap trees in the meantime. Also need, I'm just thinking out loud. I've got coal dust, which I made earlier on accident. Well, I did it because I was getting around to it anyway, so. I can make 3 solar panels. Yep, that should be good. I need the iron, I need the redstone, I need tin, I need copper, and I need... let me see, that should be everything I need. Okay, yep, let's go make some solar panels. Over here. Okay, so this is just some iron I have smelting, for whatever reason. Anyway, I need to cook up this iron. It needs to all get cooked up. And you'll see I am pretty much out of power, so that's why I brought the coal. There we go, starting to recover that. Now, I'm going to go tap a tree and explain, hey, what's going on. Now, I heard some skellies out here. Yeah, I don't know. Skeletons. Anyway, so the quarry's running again. It ran out of fuel in between episodes, so I added some more. And you'll see it's just harvesting all these blocks. And it's got plenty of fuel. Wonder why that piece of flint was there. I don't know. And this is how it's running. Just... Now here, and it's just going back. And it will just keep doing that, layer by layer, until it hits bedrock, and then it will stop. And then I'll replace the quarry and do it again. Anyways, get a little more rubber, or sticky resin. Still no sounds, which is kind of sad, but it's all worth it in the end, I suppose. Oh, that isn't. Okay, well, never mind. I guess I'm not getting that rubber. It's like 3 pieces of sticky resin, too. It's a 9 rubber. I need that stuff. Anyway, throw what I did get in here. And let's go into here. That's just some iron I had. There we go. This will be done in a little bit. Okay, I think I have enough to make the first solar panel. Not sure, but we'll see. Either way, this is a good example. I'll show you how to craft it. First, you need a generator. Now, to make a generator, there's various recipes. I'm just gonna, actually, you know what, I'm gonna do the one that's, it doesn't actually save me any iron. It saves me some refined iron, but that's kind of pointless. Take a machine block. Now I'm gonna want to make 3, so I'm gonna make all 3 batteries that I'll need. But first, being stupid like I am sometimes, I have to make sure I don't forget this. 60 is more than I need. Let's make all that. Good. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 10. And there you get your RE batteries. Once I take one of them, and a machine block, and a furnace, so I need some cobblestone. Oh, that one did the weird thing. I get a generator. Now, I don't have enough refined iron on me to make the others yet. So let's go back over here. Yeah, I know jumping is a waste of food, but I've got enough just stored, so there we go. That should be most of what I need. Let's see if I can make the last two. Yep, should be able to. Oh, by the way, happy Thanksgiving. I'm recording this on Thanksgiving, and just had to say it. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there. Yep. Lots of turkey tonight. Love turkey. Turkey's a really, really good bird, I think. I mean, in terms of taste. Like, some people I understand don't like it, but I'm not those people. I love turkey. Okay, now, going on with this, I do need more copper cable, so keep forgetting where I put everything. Gonna need more of the, more of that, and more refined iron. So, I'm gonna go back over to get that. There we go. Now, if you guys are using the FTB mod pack and you're trying to make these recipes I'm making, and you're like, wait a minute, mine are totally different. That's because I have the vanilla, or not the vanilla, the default IC2 recipes enabled, whereas a lot of people, when you first get the mod pack, it changes several recipes and makes them far more expensive. This is because of GregTech. GregTech just does that. So if you're getting weird recipes, go into your configs and go find the options in your GregTech config file that turns all those off, and then you'll be fine. Anyway, right here, it's time to make the solar panels. Just get some coal dust, which you just put some coal in the macerator, some glass, which is vanilla glass, your electronic circuits, your generators, and you get solar panels. Now I got 3, yay! But how I have my power system right now, these won't actually work, and I don't want to use the same power cables that I have currently for them because it's not going to work well. Now, the thing is, solar panels only output 1 EU per tick, whereas a generator when running outputs, I think, 10. Yeah, 10. So, it may seem like very little, and it is actually. Uh-oh, sticky keys, damn it. There's my keyboard, actually. Moving on with my life. Yeah, so you don't get as much as you might think, but it runs 24/7, and believe me, it stacks. It stacks up fast. Like, you start getting a crap load of power. What's in my miner's backpack? Oh, yeah, a little bit of iron I grabbed earlier. Okay. Anyway, let's go back over here. I forgot my wrench. Derp. That's what I had originally gone to that chest to grab. Okay, got my wrench. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, now going back here, you'll know since I have the generator, it feeds directly into the bat box, which then feeds out. I can't really have that do that anymore. I have to make a few changes. So I'm going to remove my generator. Uh-oh. And I'm actually going to take my bat box out too. It didn't have too much power in it, so I'm not wasting much. Now, I can fix the wall as I do this, but what I'm going to do is solar panels need a direct view of sunlight. You can't put a torch over them and have them work. Hang on. And make sure you never break these things with a just a pick, because you will destroy them. Yep. Okay, now I need this cable is tin cable or ultra low current cable, so it does not accept if you put too high a voltage, like even just your standard. I don't know, your standard whatever. I don't know. I'm not thinking right today. It's been a long day, even though it's like noon, 12:30. Anyway, when you put low current, which you get from your generator, this cable will just disappear. It will dissolve. So make sure you don't do that. Now here on the back, I'm going to reattach my copper cable. Now I'm going to put some cobblestone over this so it doesn't look too creepy. In fact, I'm actually going to do a little bit of a change here. I'm going to make them actually sort of fit as this part of the house. Boom, boom, boom. This is kind of complicated, but it's actually very easy to do if you know what you're doing. And I do know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to explain what I'm doing while I'm doing it, and that makes it kind of difficult. Go, got those set up. Now, I want to... Whoa, hang on. Actually, I want to take this, and I want to put the generator right there. And I need another piece of copper cable to do this. Trust me, this will work. Just grab all I have. Good. And yeah, so I'll get some food. I know I'm running out, but I'm just sprinting around. Okay, so I got these. Oops, almost ran off the side. Now, just hook up my tin cable underneath, my ultra low current cable, and right here, I want, so when I place it here, that goes out the back. Good. I want to pick that up. Put that like so. This way the generator will still be able to feed into the bat box through the side. And once I do this, you'll notice the bat box starts getting power from the solar panels. And I don't have any current interference because these cables don't connect to each other out back because they're just sitting like so. Therefore, I don't have to worry about explosions. Or, well, actually, I wouldn't get any explosions. I would just get total lack of working. Okay, so this is all good. The generator's ready to do whatever. I might put some covers on here or something later just so it looks nicer, but I actually don't mind it. It looks kind of sweet, I think. And, you know, I'm just getting power as long as it's light out. And these machines are ready to go. And if I go get some coal, which I may have some in here, no I don't. I'm going to get these stuff out of here, and I'm going to grab half a stack of iron to macerate. Oh! Try not to break anything. I still break that. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, now I have solar power, so I don't need to keep throwing coal in. I still will as like a supplement to it, but I don't really need to now because the solar panels will take care of all that for me, which is awesome because I don't have to worry about it as much anymore now. Now I know I have arrows and feather stuff in multiple chests, but I really don't care that much. It's not worth my time to fix right now. Put my wrench back in here. Go grab a little bit of food out of here. I'm running out of steak. I had all that steak. Blew it all while I was down mining for forever. Anyway, how's my bed? That's doing fine. Lovely. So, you'll notice now that it's dark out, this power level is only dropping because of you, so I actually have to go get some coal to supplement that. Where is fuels? 12 is more than enough. In a second, you'll hear something. Nope, there it is. That's just the sound and the only sound they currently are able to make, which is annoying. Oops. Put that in there, and you'll notice this is going up. Yeah, it's feeding simultaneously into this, and the wires. So it does an interesting thing with that, but it all flows to the correct location, so it's all good. It's just sort of redundant now that I have both power systems. Yup. Sleep through the night again. Oh, I have caps lock on, I guess. Making sure I don't run into any creepers. And let's see how these bees turned out. Last episode, I got a common drone out of here, but they seem to have already gone away, so I'm just going to keep breeding that strain together, and hopefully I'll end up with another one. Sure, there's a creeper in here or something. There always seems to be, but guess not. And I am still on hard, so they should be showing up. Now, you'll notice the quarry stopped. I've run out of fuel. Yep, unfortunately, with this current setup, I have to just keep supplying it fuel, and it's expensive and annoying. But eventually, I'll be able to get a much better setup for it. Now, let me check something real quick. Whoa. I'm going to go into the little storage room I had made for it. Maybe I'll put a door in here eventually. And see if there's any fuel in here. Like any coal that got pulled out. Nope, doesn't look like it. You'll also notice the chests are starting to fill up a little. Guess I didn't have any. Anyway, I've got some of these which I can make into planks, which, while they don't burn for much, they do have enough to get a little bit more out of it while I run and go get some coal. Yep, so that's the problem with Stirling engines. They're very fuel inefficient, and you have to use them just constantly, like keep supplying coal, keep supplying coal, keep supplying coal. Which is annoying, and I don't like doing it. But that's just how it has to be. So I'm going to go grab some coal, bring that out there, and then I'm going to start thinking about going to the Nether, because I haven't gone there yet, and I really ought to. There's a lot of useful things in the Nether, especially with all the mods I use, so it's important that I go there. Now, to get there, I need some obsidian. Do I have any obsidian? Not that I know of. Yeah, the only way I'm going to get obsidian, I need to go deep into the caves again. Grab some coal while I'm down there, definitely. Grab a sack of dirt, because I tend to bring that one in mine. And a bucket of water. Yep. Water. Got food, got the sword, got my drill with plenty of power. Sweet. I can go back down to the caves once I finish fueling these up. And I'll probably talk on the way down, but I can't think of much to talk about right now, so... Yes. You'll notice the quarry... No, but just stopped. When the engines stop, it might keep running for a short time. This is because the quarry block itself stores a small amount of power. Not very much, but enough to keep it running for a short time, so yeah. And the more power you supply, I think the max is like 12 megajoules per tick, Minecraft joules per tick. I don't know. Either way, that's just whatever. You can supply it more, but it won't go any faster. I'm currently supplying it 4 only, because each of these just produces 1. So it's not very quick, but you'll still notice. I mean, this is a pretty solid, like, non-stop line of stuff coming out. So it's pretty decent, and I get a lot of materials from it. I have to keep remembering to check it though, so I don't like. Oop, coal. I need coal. This was a creeper explosion. I'm pretty sure that revealed this. Okay, going down. Now, I've actually strongly considered this for a while. I may begin this process. I wanted to make a quicker ramp so I don't have to go all the way down to my previous bridge, which is all the way over there. I do it this way. Works, sweet. I'll make sure I have my sword with me, otherwise I could run into some serious trouble. Was there lava down there? I can't not remember. I do know I already made some obsidian deeper down. I'm not exactly sure where. I can't remember exactly. I think it was this direction. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep going. If I run into any serious craziness, I'll... Yeah. Either way, I'm gonna keep the camera on just because why not? I think there's some lava. Yep, here's some lava. Alright, right? What I'd like to do to mine obsidian is I place a bucket of water at my feet, and the water serves 2 purposes, really. 1, it pushes you forward to the next block, and 2, which is the more important one, when you run into a bit of lava underneath the block you're mining, it just goes and fills, and like that, and you get your block, and you don't fall in lava. So it's very nice. Look at that. reason it's not letting me mine that block. We're not even underwater. What the world? I'm not gonna question it. It's doing weird stuff. Whatever. Nope, and it did mine. It just... Oh my gosh. Okay, that's just a weird bug. I have no idea what's causing that. I'm gonna go find some more, because I only got... It does go into miner's bags, obsidian. I got 9, so I actually have I have just 1 more, and then I'll be able to build a portal. So I'm gonna go get some more obsidian from wherever. I think I'm gonna go this way, because I think there's lava pretty much every direction. Might as well grab this tin while I'm here. Yeah, I bypass a lot of tin because I have a ton. I have a ton of tin. Actually, I remember someone telling me once, it's like, if you actually made a 1 meter cube of gold, like you can in Minecraft, it would weigh something like 14, 15 tons. Yeah, it's heavy stuff in real life. Gold is actually an incredibly heavy element. Most people don't really think that so much, but it is. It may be soft, but it's heavy. It's dense. Yep. Gold doesn't weigh as much as lead, but it's pretty heavy still. Okay, I still need that there because that's a way out. I always get confused. I know this room. I think if I go this way, if I go down here. I missed this stuff before, I guess. Ooh, some silver and lead. Now you'll notice the ores from the mods aren't going into my miner's backpack. You can actually configure it so they will, but currently I think it's just because a lot of these mods are actually just beta releases right now. Like, they haven't truly been fully updated. I just made a full circle, of course. So a lot of them don't have everything like set in stone, so that's why forestry's bags are only taking vanilla ores and forestry ores right now. Because, I mean, it knows what its ores are, but I hear lava. I don't see lava. If I dig this way, maybe I'll find some. Showing you how fast the mining drill is. I hear a lot of lava. I found it. Let's just grab a little more obsidian. Yep, obsidian, it actually mines faster with the drill than even with the diamond pick, but it still takes a while. Okay, let's see, how much do I have now? 15? That's more than I need. I'm just gonna head up. I don't want to have to... Excuse me. I don't want to have to stay down here forever just mining and mining and mining and mining. Because I have most of what I need. I'm just going to mine a couple blocks in this random direction to see what I find. I found some coal, which I need coal, so... Up, this is how it goes. It's always like you mine one vein and leads to the next one, and the next one, and then suddenly your entire backpack's full, and you're like, wait a minute, I didn't even intend to do this. It's just how Minecraft goes. Especially with mods, because there's so much more ore, because you need so many different kinds. Look, I just found a bauxite vein, too. Tin, iron, coal, bauxite, all together. Oops. That wasn't a torch. Let's get this stuff first. And I found our coal vein. I knew this was a bad idea doing that. I don't have the willpower to stop mining. Okay, now I do, because it's all gone. Haha! See ya! Sweet. Alright, let's head back up. Oh, here's a spider. Don't run into spiders up here too much, though, so I'm alright. Oh, it is nighttime, though, so I will. At least they didn't seem to spawn on my staircase. Alright. At least if I get killed up here, I'm really close to the house. Awesome. Sweet. Let's steak up. Oh, you notice this is full, and that isn't because I left the generator on, because it only had a little bit of coal. This is because it just did all the work on solar energy, which is perfect. Now notice I only ever put half a stack in the macerator. That's because when it macerates one ore, it becomes 2 dust, and if it hits more than 6, if it reaches 64, it will stop working. So it's better to just do it that way. Now let's recharge this real fast. Gonna draw a lot of power out of the dat box, but whatever, it's all worth it. And there we go. You in there. Sweet. Let's go back over here. I'm debating. It's like I don't know whether I want to make a really fancy area to have my coal. Anyway, to put my nether portal, or if I just put it in like the corner of a room. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I could do either. Not certain which I'd want. W. Yeah, I hate the sounds. Like, listen. You hear that? That moist sound? It's just so. It sounds gross. Ugh. Makes my spine shiver a little. Well, notice I am losing power, but I'm losing power slowly, so it doesn't really matter too much. Oh, I see the creeper. I see you, creeper. You ain't blowing up on my shit. Not today. I got you. Got you, son of a bitch. You ain't blowing up my apiaries. Those are the only 2 I've got. I can't let you destroy them. And you ain't gonna. This creeper is just being annoying. At least he's in water and I'm not, so I can get away fast. And if he does blow up, he won't actually break anything. That works well. Okay, you know, the quarry seems to have stopped again. It ran out of fuel. Yep. That's the problem with Stirling engines, which I've mentioned before. Either way, check these. Oh, yep, I have a purebred common princess. I'm gonna breed a Forrest drone with it and see what happens. Keep this strain of meadows, because meadows are not bad workers. They're not good workers at all, but they're not bad. Yeah, all bees bees tend to work differently at different rates. Some make different products, so you actually have to know your stuff in order to use bees effectively. Like, if you try and do it when you don't know what you're doing, you'll end up with nothing. I know what I'm doing for the most part, so I get some decent stuff. Okay, famous last words. Anyway, going back. Yep, it is still dropping, but that's alright. It's all good. Now, I've done a lot this episode, and yet I've done not so much at all. But I made some solar panels, which is important, and a very good first step. You can expand these solar panels basically as much as you want. See, the thing is, talking about current, I should probably do that real fast. See, these cables, they can handle up to 32 EU, which, think of the EU as volts, and EUT as watts. Now, wait, the EU is your watts, your EUT is your voltage. Now, you'll notice the generator, this outputs 32 EUT, means in each packet, every 20th of a second, it outputs 32 EU in one packet. The packet size, you can send as many packets, like you can send 1,000 packets per tick down one copper cable, as long as it doesn't exceed 32 EU. If you try and send a 128 package or anything else, you will cause the cable to burn. And if you try and feed too high a voltage into a machine, the machine will explode. Like if I try to feed medium power and medium voltage into this extractor without first adding a transformer upgrade, which I'll probably get to eventually, then it would explode and I'd lose the machine, and I'd be really sad. Yep. And thing is, solar panels, since they only produce one EUT, only one, you can charge stuff in them, but I wouldn't suggest it because it takes forever. Anyway, since it only produces one EUT, you need to use this cable, because this loses one it can only handle up to 5, I want to say. Yeah, 5 EUT. But note, that's per packet size, and that'd mean you've got a watermill hooked up essentially as 2, and basically nothing produces 5. I think a windmill produces 4 at most. I don't know. Either way, that's all it is. Pretty simple. This is tin cable. That's copper insulated back there. You can use uninsulated copper, but you'll shock yourself, as I've mentioned before. So this wire can hold as many packets, but they can't exceed 5 EUT. Now, if I try and feed and notice, every 4 blocks of copper cable, so I have it set up so I don't lose any. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th block, the voltage, the output will drop by 1. So you'll have gone from 32 to 31, and so on and so on. This, while it can only hold 5 EUT, it can go 40 blocks, and the 41 block loses 1. So the reason I don't use the copper cables with solar panels is they only produce 1. So if I used 4 blocks, by 5th block, I would have no power. It would just be gone. It would just completely disappear, and that is not good. Because if I go into cable, you'll notice there's multiple kinds. There's copper cable, which we've all seen. That can only oh, nothing. That was just a recipe. That can only produce. That can only hold 32 EUT, and you've got your ultra low current, which can hold the 5, as we've discussed, or maybe it's 12. I think it's 5 though. Anyway, you've got these two, which are special. The EUT splitter cable sort of shuts down if you give it a redstone current, and the EU detector cable emits a redstone current if power is flowing through it. So if you want like a system on a server, for example, where people only pay for power, only wants power when someone wants it, then they can have this, and they can just turn off the person's power. Now, besides copper, you've got gold cable, which can be insulated twice. You've got your uninsulated, insulated, and twice insulated. This is because it has a much higher energy loss. Uninsulated cables lose power, I think, it's proportional, I just can't remember the proportion, faster than your other stuff. So if I hooked up this, I mean, look at it, it needs a lot to insulate it. You can, just take the one piece of, that's interesting how that works, but you can take this and just put a piece of rubber in it to get the stuff, so yep, like so. Anyway, yep, and that can go straight to 2. Anyway, that's how this, I think, loses 1 every 3, even when fully upgraded, but it can handle 128 EUT, so medium voltage. Now, if you're going into high voltage, you have only 2 options. You've got high voltage cable made with refined iron, which is very inefficient. Even with the maximum, it loses 1 EU every like 0.16 blocks or something. So every block, like every second block, essentially, you lose an EU. This can hold 2,048 volts though, or EU though. So EUT. Therefore, if you have a really high output like nuclear reactor, you need this. But you just want it to be shorter, otherwise you wind up with, you wind up wasting all your power. Now, it's kind of funny how it mentions it's like uninsulated, insulated, twice insulated, 4 times insulated. I guess it's doubling, or I don't know. Either way, it's weird. The best cable, in my opinion, is glass fiber cable. It's also the most expensive, you'll notice. You need a diamond and some redstone, and some glass. It gives you 4. But if you put silver in place of the redstone, like you have a mod that adds silver, this isn't by default, but it is, then you get 6. Anyway, this can hold 512 EU, which is your high voltage, and anything below, and it has the same energy loss as the ultra low current, so it only loses 1 every 40. So if you need long range transmission, this is probably your best bet. Now these can all hold the 2,400 or 2,048. I'm sorry, it's numerical, just jumping same way as binary and everything. Anyway, so yeah, because it has this cable in it. It's actually pretty cheap to craft, but annoying. So, that's cables for you. I just figured Oops.